Greetings, everybody. It's I, the Grand Blue, the grandest of the blues, with my dear friends, the Talking and Chilling crew, or the Grand Blue crew to you. We have, of course, first mate. Yummy.
Shemai, everyone. Let's have some fun and let's discuss what we want to discuss on today's topics on today's podcast.
Retro Knight, the cleaner of the poop deck. Retro?
Okay, there we go. The mic's working now. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Retro Knight, your Oreo gamer right here, and we're going to be having a good time on this Talking and Chill Live.
Hopefully.
Oh, you'll see.
Mm-hmm. And of course we have Chris.
Hi, nerds. Can't be over doing a long-winded intro. I'm doing stuff here.
So go on.
Well,
So let's go ahead and get things started with what's going to most likely be the longest part of this podcast. Retro Knight recently saw the Emoji Movie.
I'm not talking about it.
You gotta talk about it. Everyone wants to know, is the Emoji Movie going to break any records?
I'm not going to say it's not going to break any records because the only thing that still holds the record of worst movie of all, we all know what it is. It's Avatar. That is still the worst movie known to man. The Fantastic Four maybe was horrible, but it was tolerable. Just a little. When you talk about Ghostbusters, yeah, you're going to have some people that had their ups and downs. Some people liked it. A lot of people don't. But I wouldn't say that's the worst thing. Emoji Movie, it is not different. It is horrible. That's all I got to say. If you take your money elsewhere and watch something else, the Emoji Movie is not the movie you to watch. That's all my review is.
Most likely, I would suggest wasting your money on the Cars 3.
How bad is that?
It's a decent story.
So it's not horrible.
No, it's not horrible. I mean, look, it's following up Secret Agent Mater. What do you really expect from this?
Oh, yeah. Got me there.
I mean, come on. Let's be real with each other. Yeah, okay, yeah. Let's be real with each other. It's following up something that's not very good, but it's doing a decent job of doing it. But, anyway. But yeah, so the Emoji Movie is in fact terrible. It's awful, god awful. Don't go see it.
If you value your life, do not watch it.
Yeah, do not. Don't do it. Don't do it. There's no point in it. There's no use.
I would say if you want to watch really bad movies, just watch Final Fantasy Spirited Away. No Spirit Within of it.
Okay, if you're a glutton for punishment, then go see the Emoji Movie. But if you're feeling like you don't hate yourself,
or you want to send your naughty children and they need a punishment, that's a good punishment for them.
yeah.
Or you want to send someone stupid, let them see that film.
Like, if you want someone dumb to go do it,
We have a person in mind.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, everyone's thinking it.
No, we're not.
Okay, I can read people's minds.
You can't read minds. Anyway, speaking of reading minds, let's talk about My Hero Academia.
Ooh. My
Hero Academia. Let's see. They recently released their newest episode.
Yeah.
And it was good. Did you take a look at it?
I did not have a chance because I was busy catching up with my Yu-Gi-Oh! 5 arc.
Retro, have you seen the newest episode? Retro?
Retro's gone to the Shadow Realm.
Oh, did he go to the? Did he go to the Shadow Realm?
Yeah. Yeah, he went to the Purple Room actually. It's not really that dark in there. I'm just saying.
Well, anyway, the newest episode of My Hero Academia really it showed it wasn't. We're getting into the anime. It's one of the most cliche portions of any good anime that they will always eventually get to. And that is the filler episode.
Wait, what the duck?
Oh, did I mute him by accident? I was trying to fix something on my end and I accidentally hit mute.
Alright, it's alright. Mistakes happen.
My bad. My bad. My bad. I was trying to fix something.
We were trying to fix you a bit because you do sound a bit robotic.
Yeah, you sound like very robotic, and I was trying to figure out something on my end. I was going to say if muting worked, and I didn't know. I thought it would mute it for me. No one else. I don't know how to use.
No, I even heard it as well. Like I thought it was like beyond his control.
It's my
Oh, do I sound robotic?
Yeah,
you
you're
do
very
sound
robotic and echoing. I said that when I joined, and then no one said anything, so I thought it was just that side.
I can hardly talk at that time because I was going, hello, can you hear me?
Is it bad?
Not that
You
bad.
can make it out.
Like we can still hear you. That's we can hear you through the static.
You basically sound very robotically crackly.
Okay, well, that might just be the internet connection.
Or it could be Disney. Or it could be Disney hacking into your computer again.
Disney. Anyhow,
No, my friend, it was not Disney. It was me, Tony the Tiger.
Tony, my old nemesis.
You damn
Your
right.
cereal.
You damn right. You didn't get my cereal, so you get the punishment.
Do I need to get the sword out?
Sword out? Ha! Don't bluff with me. Oh, you
Don't have any of my weapons.
No one has no weapons, but I got some weapons for you. It's Captain Crunch, and they all taste great. What you said? Oh, boy, holy shit. Oh, good. Oh, yeah. Okay, I thought everyone got rid of all their weapons. What is this? Someone contact my freaking lawyer. This guy's got a weapon.
Okay, hold on. Who said anything about getting rid of all the weapons?
My manager told me that no one was carrying weapons, but now I see a certain individual, and now he is holding up sword right against. Oh hell no! I'll fuck this shit. I'm out.
Carry on there, Gran.
Now, where was I? My Hero Academy, the newest episode. So we are seeing what happens after the epic fight against Hero Killer Stain, who in the last episode was completely paralyzed because I believe his ribs were piercing through his body, causing internal bleeding.
Oh, lovely.
Which means he was tasting his own blood, causing him to paralyze himself.
That's stupid.
It is very stupid, but it was a way to beat him.
It sounds like something what Braxton would have done.
I mean, it's stupid, but at the same time, it does work with his quirk, which is that by tasting another person's blood, he can cause them to be paralyzed. Depending on their blood type, it can last at different time. It can last for certain periods of time.
Yeah, I remember I was watching an episode and I said, I was like, oh my god, if I was in this situation, I wouldn't be fucked.
Yeah, apparently, people with O blood are just like, they only go for like maybe 5 minutes.
Wait, any of you diehard weeaboos are like, oh my god, I'm O-Blood, that means I'm special. Trust me, you don't want it. Fucking mosquitoes love that shit.
It's too late for that. You talk to a guy that's blood type O.
It's horrible. It's a horrible existence.
Yes,
it is.
People with O blood will only be paralyzed for 5 minutes, whereas people with blood like B negative, I think it was like 10 minutes. But again, like 5 minutes is still long enough for you to murder someone. But if someone shows up, you have a time limit, and you have to know that.
Yeah.
You got about 5 minutes, and that's a maybe 5 minutes. They said 5 minutes. It didn't feel like 5 minutes. It felt more like maybe 3.
Like
I don't know, but yeah, no. And so the hero killer Stain tasted his own blood after proclaiming his philosophy that heroes shouldn't want. They should fight good because fighting good is good, not because they want money and fame and glory. All heroes nowadays are fakes and phonies, and only one man deserves the right to kill me, and that's All Might. And then he paralyzes himself.
And a gun. What a jackass.
Most people would go, what a jackass. However,
I actually kind of like his motive.
I do like the hero killer Stain. I like his design, and his quirk is definitely threatening. I like it. He definitely was meant to be a villain. And then there's I love his design. And I love his voice too. You know, he looks like he looks like what would happen if the Shredder and the Rat King made a baby.
That's worrying.
Whoa! That is beyond. That's beyond messed up. No.
No. He kind of looks like the Rat King, doesn't he? From Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like the original.
Just
off.
Yeah,
I'm not nerdy enough to comment.
Oh, you will. You just commented right now. So welcome to the nerdy club.
He kind of looks like the Rat King. He kind of sounds like him too. But the hero killer Stain, he got defeated. A bunch of Nubus showed up. Or Numus?
You mean new quirks?
The Numus. No.
The evil things that show off their brains.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah, the Numus. Apparently, there's multiple of them, and they all got their ass fried. They did
state that they were weaker than the one You know, the shown
The
prior.
one that All Might fought.
They were definitely weaker than the one that faced All Might. But it was revealed that the new Mu is an artificial superhero with multiple quirks. Cool. Um, multiple quirks. Deku. I'm calling him Deku because I can't remember. Oh, Dodoria.
Midoriya. Midoriya.
Midoriya. He was apparently Stain has decided that he is also maybe worthy to kill him, which makes sense considering the power of All for One.
It's not. Was you could say something like that thing, but it was like of how Midoriya's like how he freaking tried to save everyone,
Yeah.
which was one of the main reasons of one of our freaking Killer Stain's. I mean, not Stain's motives.
Yeah, which I kind of I find that interesting. I find it interesting that Stain sees the same thing in him that All Might sees. You know? But like it's different viewpoints of it.
The anime protag power.
Yeah, the mighty protag power.
They basically played a game of
also
Spot the protagonist. That's what happened.
He didn't say it, but I would think that he also would dub Fire and I'm gonna call him Fire and Ice because I can't remember his name.
I never remember his name.
It's
He's like
called,
my favorite character.
Todori.
It's something like it's like toe something.
Yes.
Fire and Ice. Fire. Let's call him Daddy Issues.
Daddy
Call him Daddy Issues. Let's just call him Daddy Issues and be done with it. So Daddy Issues. I would think that Stain kind of also says that maybe Daddy Issues might be a little worthy. Definitely not worthy enough to kill him, but he definitely sees something in him. But we a few things.
What about Ida?
Oh, he fucking no. Ida was called to be the worst. He's a hero. He was a hero acting upon vengeance and anger. And Ida agrees fully.
Mm-hmm.
He agrees with him fully. He agrees with the villain Stain. This episode, everybody got healed up. Everyone's in the hospital. People are in the hospital. Dodoria has a broken, busted up leg. And Ida has a messed up arm. His hand is all
it's like
up.
severely damaged.
Yeah, it was severely injured, and it might. So the doctors say it's usable, but it'll be like twitchy, I guess. You know, like with some physical therapy, he'll be able to use it pretty well, not to its full extent until he gets nerve replacement surgery. But he says, as a character, which is a decent kind of character development here. He says, "I don't want to get the surgery to fix my arm until I become worthy of being a true hero."
Dang. Well, you know, even be even more funny. Like if somehow if Ida said the same thing and then all of a sudden like Midnight just busts down the door and just say, "How courageous is that?" And just like
I know. Okay, so there actually was a pretty funny joke. So like Daddy Issues goes like, "Man, everyone I'm around just seems to fuck up their hands. Am I cursed?" Like he had a moment, and then Dodoria and Ida are just like, "Oh my god, I didn't know you had a sense of humor." That's so stupid. Like they just heard that and were just like, "Wow, even for anime, that is stupid." Even for an anime, that is stupid. We are not making that a thing. We are not making you a person who worries that if he's cursed. And he started calling himself the Hand Crusher. Because if you remember, Dodoria's hand also got all fucked up when he was fighting Daddy Issues. You know, so now Ida and Dodoria are gonna like be more team up which is good. I kind of felt that Ida was kind of starting to venture off against the tag team.
Most likely he.
No, he's back. He's back in the tag team, and him and Dodoria are gonna like work together more often, which is good. I really love Ida as a character. I like that he's serious. You know, it's good to have that kind of character, and he looks great. His character design is perfect for it. But we also get introduced to the head chief of police, who's a dog.
Doggo.
He's a dog. He's a dog. Okay. I don't know how this works because I don't know if animals can have quirks in this universe.
I'm not entirely sure.
Because it hasn't really been talked about. But he's a human with the quirk of being a dog.
Maybe it could be his sense of smell. That could be one of his quirk.
Maybe, I don't know. He's a dog man. His body is a dog. His head is a dog. And I'm not shitting you. Someone sat down and wrote this line. It's like, I hope you kids understand the danger that you were putting yourself in. Woof. After the end of every other sentence, he woofs. He goes woof. I don't even think I think it's just a reflex. Woof. He's just doing it. It's just great. And there's even a moment where Dodoria goes, woof? He literally questions it, which is hilarious. Which is just great. Just like, wow, that is stupid.
Like you never seen like when's the like when you see any anime that just like finds that freaking sequence of that?
Yeah, there's not a lot of animes that'll take that moment to go, wait a minute, wait, wait, what? Wait a minute.
Did he just woofed at the end of the sentence?
Let's just take a little sentence. Let's just take a little second here. And did you just say woof for no reason? Well, but you know, that's a nice detail. It definitely didn't need to happen. They could have just made him a dog person and just kept going throughout the scene. But we also get some detail on some actual laws and how their world functions. In terms of who can and can't use their quirks and why heroes don't just use their quirks all the time. Apparently, you need a license, and anyone who uses their quirks to fight a bad guy, or in general, whoever uses their quirk without a license risks being arrested. If people use their quirks for personal gain, kind of thing. Like I'm assuming there's like different licensing for like quirk stuff, you know? Like if you're using your quirk to serve food, you need a license for that.
Yeah, it makes sense. Because after
Yeah, it makes
all,
sense,
like,
like-
it's a really weird from what I can tell, most quirks, despite the fact they are genetic, you know, they're reasonably unique, and you need some way of kind of like managing that. Because there's no paperwork there and something went wrong.
Yeah, like so.
Think of it,
okay, so the law.
I was just gonna say, think of it as in the like they were gonna do in the Marvel universe with Civil War. Think of this. Well, if the Civil War case, the other group won, that's what it would have been like. So it's say, for example.
Yeah, but it's like everyone.
So,
it's not just a select group.
Yeah, so like, and they said, you know what? Since no one really knows who took down the hero killer Stain, you guys are okay, and we're not going to press charges. But I would just like to go ahead and tell you guys, you are amazing. Like that's pretty much what that conversation went down. And Daddy Issues got really upset. Like it seemed like they were going to have a moment where like it was going to be a plot of them fighting the police system. But no, they didn't like this whole episode is just a bunch of moments where they take a minute and go, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that stupid plot line. Okay, we're not doing that. Okay, we are keeping this simple. We already have a plot. We don't need to fight the police to prove that what we did was right. We're not doing that. You know, like Daddy Issues tries to make it a big point, just like, are you telling us you wanted us to just sit back and do nothing? What's wrong with you? And then, Dog Cop is just like, let me finish. Allow me to finish. Yes, it is incredibly illegal. So, like, if people see a crime happening, they have to report it either to the police or someone with a quirk who has a license. You cannot yourself use your quirk to stop a crime from happening without a license. You can stop a crime from happening, but you can't use your quirk to do it. I'm assuming. Quite frankly, I don't know the rules of self-defense in this. They don't really mention it. Because I would think that would Ida count as self-defense?
Well, if I grabs you,
No, I guess not, because he went charging in there, so none of them. I'm assuming there's a self-defense clause
I assume.
where most of this is null and void. The teaching license of I'm gonna call him Jumping Bean. I'm gonna learn his name. I will learn his
Gran
name because I
Torino.
love
Wait,
Gran Torino. Gran Torino. I love him. I love Gran Torino and his quirk Jet, which I still don't understand that much. I think he can just. Is it like compressed air?
It's like something to do with his feet, and he can just launch himself flying, and that controls movement in the air with it.
I'm assuming he can launch compressed air like a fighter jet.
For all I can tell, it's essentially him firing himself like a bullet. Like he just goes boom off the surface.
Yeah.
And he has the ability to stop in mid-air.
But he does
Or
have a
slow
limit.
down.
He can only launch himself so high. He stated that he can't launch himself to a certain point. Which is good, he can only launch himself to a certain point without having something else to launch himself on. Which is interesting. But yeah, no. So he lost his teaching license, which I don't know. I could think that maybe Gran Turismo can't be Midoriya's mentor. I don't know
That's
though,
what it was basically supposed to be.
because I don't know. It's not really talked about that much because Midoriya's in the hospital healing his leg. He's not going to be in the next episode, by the way. He might be there for like a minute, but he's not going to be in the next one. I'll get to that in a minute, but yeah, no. So he lost his teaching license, and he was like talking to All Might and telling him, "Look, this Stain guy, his philosophy, it's gonna get headway. I'm an old man. I've seen this once or twice. We need to start considering that it's that man." So the guy who punched a hole into All Might's chest was mentioned. Apparently, it's a villain. If I was understanding the line correctly, I might have misheard it, but I think there's a villain called All for One who wants to try and steal All for One by beating the crap out of whoever has it. And he almost killed All Might for it.
I will admit,
Now-
I can't remember everything off the top of my head because I was really tired when I was watching that episode.
It's fair. It's fair. Like I was kind of enthralled by just all the crap. Like it's a very information heavy episode.
Yeah, I didn't see the episode, the latest episode because, well, I don't have Crunchyroll Premium, and if it did go up today, then I haven't seen it yet.
It's on. I watched it on Anime Tune.
Although, honestly,
I read the manga.
when I looked at it, it looked like a filler episode. So
Not exactly filler, but it's definitely an episode that they plopped in there to move the plot from one point to the other.
No, it's not. No, it's not a filler. It definitely isn't.
It's not. No, it's not a filler. It's not filler. It's literally an episode to just like, okay, a lot of shit happened.
no,
This was
calm
like
the
a
fuck down and move somewhere else.
Let's take a minute here. We're gonna keep moving the plot along, but let's just take a minute to just like understand what the hell just happened. Shit just got real quick. Okay, we had like new moves. We had like 4 new moves coming everywhere. We had the hero killer. We showed off Inferno. I think his name is that his name? Inferno, his hero name. Showed off a lot of. We showed off some of Deku, the Deku powers. You know, we showed off like the extent of his training of fighting a real badass. You know, so let's just take a minute here. All right, we just had a 3-part kind of thing. We need to take a minute. And they took that minute to give us some kind of I guess you could call it lore of some stuff. It's very information heavy. Give us some information about some stuff that's just gone down just for us to understand. And at the same time, the episode ends by people talking about, you know, there's a bunch of villains who are like watching Stain's video. Apparently there was someone on the sidelines when all the heroes were fighting Stain who was just recording this shit on his iPhone. Don't you just hate that guy who just records on his iPhone? He does nothing but stand there and record what's happening as you're getting kicked in the nuts.
Yeah,
Could have done something. Could have done at least one thing to stop it, like, get out of the way. Could have yelled it, but no, he just recording it on his iPhone. Because he uploaded to YouTube. Which apparently the video is getting taken down multiple times. But it keeps coming back up for some damn reason. But, like, it was talking about, man, you know, now that All Might showed up, all the villains have gone into hiding because they're scared of All Might. Oh, but now the hero killer Stain has showed up. And now some of the villains are coming out of the woodwork. And they're joining the League of Villains. And like that scares the crap out of Gran Turismo. Because one villain doing a crime is one thing. But multiple villains under a single team is like terrifying. It's just awful and terrifying. And he's right, that would be terrifying because now we got a bunch of we might get some serious villains to show up.
Oh, trust me, Grad. Trust me, Grad. Well, in further the episode, you are gonna laugh. You're gonna love it every single moment of it. Mark my words.
If I had to guess, because of the animes that I've seen, there's usually like a team of like the top tier that we gotta beat up to disband the League of Villains. The like the Digimon generals or the world, like whenever Goku has like a villain with minions, you gotta fight the 3 minions. The one with the weird power, the dumb one, and who's super strong, and the kind of gay one. You know, you just
you can say something like that.
You know, it's kind of like that. That's what I'm picturing. Don't tell me if I'm wrong or right.
I'm not saying it.
I'm definitely picturing.
I'm not going to spoil it.
We're definitely going to get some villains that we're going to get time with. Definitely some time with a certain villain or two. But But yeah, no. So like, bad guys are coming out of the woodwork. So like, Stain is like opposite All Might. All Might is the symbol of peace, and Stain is the symbol of chaos.
You can kind of say. You can
Well,
kind
it
of say.
kind of seems that way because All Might shows up, and like a bunch of heroes want to join the fight to defeat villains, and all the villains go into hiding. Stain shows up and is killing superheroes, and it's like, well, they're killable. A bunch of villains might come out of the woodwork, and a bunch of heroes might be like, well, this shit's too serious. People are dying.
Yeah,
I just wanted some money. People are fucking dying. I don't want to fucking die.
Yeah. I feel like that was what they're trying to adopt. Like even at the end when you had like all those like shady people.
mm-hmm.
You know, when
Yeah,
they're talking about
they do,
Stain.
They're trying to weed
Like-
out like
the people that are not trying to be heroes, but actually like use as a freaking advantage to it. Like that was
yeah,
one
like
of
that
the
one
Stain's
bitch.
perspective.
That one bitch. Who I hate it when she comes on screen.
What?
She's got snakes in her hair.
Oh, never mind then. Second on the.
I'm not talking about not talking about Gigantica. I kind of like her. She's useless but funny. Like she is useless in the terms of plot, but when she shows up, I can at least chuckle. I know I'm going to chuckle for at least a second. At best, she's gonna get me to laugh at something she does. But yeah, no, like that snake bitch, she's awful. She's using quirks and being a superhero to like sell products.
So like those gadgets.
Yeah, no, not her. I kind of liked her. I liked the gadget girl.
Oh yeah, I really liked it.
She
the
was
Gadget Girl was like the
weird.
best. I really liked her for how stupid she was, and then like a part where it's just like, oh, she asked me could I use this harness, and I was like, okay, it's fine. And then she essentially just uses a giant ass.
Oh my god, I loved that. I love that she turned. Oh my god, can you just imagine if like a bad guy got a hold of that? What the crap? Oh man.
You
She's
could
like,
do
"Can I-"
fuck all against her. She just stood there and started parading about how it does this, X, Y, and Z.
It does X, Y, and Z. I am amazing.
Hire me.
What was even her quirk? Something about her eyes?
Eyes. She was able to like sim
Or she can zoom in.
with her eyes. Yeah. Like I was saying, she looked like way up in the stadium. She like looked at all like the support companies.
I
Like trying to see the reaction.
I love that that's her thing. She could be the best, like if she tried, if she wasn't an inventor, she could be the best assassin ever. Because she would always have a scope. Like she's a human sniper rifle. She just doesn't have bullets.
No, but you're talking about like she was kind of like a fashionista one. You're talking about her, the one you don't like.
One. Like, she's
I'm not
awful.
going to lie. Despite the fact I hate her, I just like the fact that she's essentially she's just like, hey, L'Oreal Paris for heroes. I like that stupidity of it. I'm just like, yeah. Like if this was real, this would end up being something I do. I'm like, fuck that, make money.
For the next episode, we're actually going to get to see more of her for the next episode.
I know. I can't wait to see it.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see it.
I want to see what stupid shit she ropes them into just to sell.
Right?
Are you talking about the very slutty one you went about?
Yes.
No. Wait, I don't even talk. Wait, no, not Midnight.
Yeah, we're not talking about Miss Naughty, as I like to call her. She's too pure for this world.
I like calling her female Owen.
What?
Wait, whoa,
Come on. Think about it.
Whoa. Ran. This is a thin ice you're going with. What's going on here?
What, Midnight?
Yeah, Midnight.
She constantly makes sex jokes. She's in bondage. Her power is the fact that she can emit a gas that knocks people out. I could just kind of see it.
But here's the crazy thing about
I
Midnight.
don't do bondage though.
doesn't do bondage.
That we
and
know of.
he doesn't do bondage, and Owen doesn't go out the wall saying, "Oh my goodness, that's courageous! I'll allow it."
I don't know. I can kind of see him do.
No.
No. Fine. It just. I
can't see
I'm
Owen
going
like
off
that
the
thing.
sex jokes.
All
of the innuendos that she would make.
The only thing I can see as Owen is Eraserhead. That's all I can see Owen as.
I could see that.
Fran said that for me, just for the lazy aspect that he has. You know, like
wait. If Owen,
yeah,
if Owen's Eraserhead, does that mean that Braxton is that DJ guy?
Oh no! At least with the DJ guy, at least he makes things like tournaments and stuff like that entertainment.
I know, but he always seems to be annoying Eraserhead.
He may be annoying Eraserhead, but he's also like they're still buddies.
Yeah, you can definitely see a friendship.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you, Gran. You basically be like, "Oh my."
But if you really want to sum it up with Braxton, you gotta put as the electric guy. That guy that shoots out electric, and if he does too much of it, he becomes stupid.
You mean I'm gonna call him retard because I don't know his actual name. I'm gonna call him retarded Pikachu. I don't know his actual name. I'm calling him retarded Pikachu, and that's it.
But that's like kind of picture Braxton as the guy. Or if you want me to make it even add more insult to injury, what about the guy that shoots lasers out of his belly button?
I love him. He was like my favorite side character who never gets used. Just that part. It's like, I bet you don't know where I was, and like no one. He's like, bet you don't know where I was. Like, oh, we're gonna just all ignore him, and he's like, you don't know my secret place. Like, fine, where was it? It's a secret. It just sparkles all around him.
It's just like I just kind of want to say, I bet you didn't know where I was. No one cared.
Man, he did it with grace. That was the funniest thing about it.
I loved him. I do enjoy him. I do enjoy him when he shows up on screen because I know I'm going to laugh at him. You know, and then there's always a character that you're just when he shows up, you're just gonna be like, okay, what's the stupid thing he's going to say? But for the next episode, it was said that they're going to kind of delve into the internships to see what everybody's been doing.
Oh man!
You know, we've been following the story of Dodoria and Dodoria. So we're gonna take a break from him, and we're gonna find out what everyone else has been doing. I'm very excited for two characters. Froppy.
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that episode? That was epic. I loved it.
I love that. She's just like Froppy. Froppy.
Oh, fuck that.
Yes,
you know that
Froppy.
kid who it's like the scene from Waterboy.
Yeah.
It was just like he shows up and
how about that avocado that looks like a Steven Universe reject?
Oh!
You mean
the
Captain
little tiny
Grape?
one.
Yeah, the balls.
I fucking hate him.
Yeah.
He's not even trolly enough to be funny. He's just a small perv.
He's a small pervert.
I don't know. I kind of like it because he's got. I actually kind of like him. He's got some strange ambitions, but he's motivated.
Like when I first saw him. Yeah, sorry, go on.
I have a feeling that because he's got a weird internship. I'm sure we'll get a laugh or two out of him because he's pretty much
You're gonna
he's
get
pretty much become need for Gigantica.
Oh yeah, you go.
So
You ain't seen nothing yet.
I'm assuming we're gonna get some good gags out of that.
Grant, all I gotta say is you ain't seen nothing yet.
I will say this though, I kind of like his power.
Right, to stick to
His quirk is
Quirky.
interesting.
His quirk is literally quirky. It's weird.
Yeah, like honestly, I don't know how he got into 1A with that quirk. No, really, when you think about it, I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it because I don't know how he destroyed robots with it. Unless it counted when you immobilize them, maybe. But I don't see how he did it. I don't know. I don't know how he got into 1A. But like the fact that he's in there kind of makes me think, well, maybe anything to surprise us. You know? Again, Froppy. I also don't know how Froppy got in there. I'm so glad that she's there.
She's
But
just so
I don't know.
likable. Like when we first see her, like
Yeah.
she's gonna just be the annoying side character. He's just there to look weird, but she's actually like one of the most likable ones.
Ah.
See that's the thing I love about this show is that there's not technically side characters. The fact that they're making an episode about like let's delve into what everyone's been doing makes you think, well, you know, Deku is definitely the main character.
And there are
Like,
certain characters who are featured a bit more.
Yeah,
Like,
everyone
you know.
like everyone in his class isn't technically a side character. It's just we're not gonna always be able to show them.
Because
We
there's too
want
many.
Deku to be the main guy, but we are definitely going to show off everyone when we can. You know, like so far we have seen some great action from every character except for one.
Who was that one?
The weird pink guy.
Yeah, the one who's like always friends with animals. But we always just see him sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah, with like a squiggly face and kind of a shark pointy head.
Yeah. I assume his quirk is something to do with like attracting animals or something.
Yeah, so I'd like to think he can talk to animals.
That's perhaps it. But you can't talk to normal
Maybe.
people.
Well,
He never really talks.
Maybe it's a telepathy thing. You know, he can like mentally talk and summon animals at will. You know? Or like talk to them, just like, come help me, squirrels of the world. I don't know, but like he's the only one we haven't really seen it. We don't even know his quirk. Like we've seen everyone else's quirk except for his. And like half of me is just like, man, I really want to know. And then the other half is just like, I'm kind of okay with him never dealing with him and him just being like the ultimate mystery. That like every fan forum is just like, man, what is it? What is his quirk? His quirk like deals with this and this and this. Well, we seen him do this. No, maybe we'll get to see his quirk in the next episode, maybe.
Here's the part where we find out that he can't actually communicate with animals, but instead he just turns into a rampaging monster and like wrecks everything.
It's always the quiet ones.
Yes, that's the ones you
I
have
don't
to worry
like
about.
to think that's not the case because he seems like such like a pacifist.
That's why I was seeing just the polar opposite.
Just because he looks like it doesn't mean that can be his actual true nature.
You know, like
But
someone
again, like,
accidentally crushes a spider and he just throws a shit fit. You know?
Again, but yeah, no, like again, like we have no idea what he can do. No idea. But like I'm gonna call him Shadowhawk because I don't. The guy who can summon a shadow.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's awesome.
he is such a badass.
He is. He
That's
looks
why
straight up-
Sim, like when you mentioned dog thing, that's why Sim the head thing is perhaps something to do with quirk. 'Cause he's always got crow face.
Yeah, which I kind of like. Okay, so does that mean he has a crow body?
No, most
No,
of the
no.
point always saying
Well,
is
he's got a
human.
crow
I
body.
assume it might have something to do with his quirk, which is why that dog person might not actually be a dog with a quirk, but a human which has a quirk that gave him a dog head.
Yeah, maybe.
Because logic.
But yeah, no, the shadow thing I thought was pretty cool. We find out that the shadow has its own personality, which is kind of cool. But like he looks like he's out of a different anime.
He does.
A different anime that was like a lot grittier. You know, like he's just like, yes, I understand.
No, they needed to put in an edgy character somewhere.
They needed the edge. They needed that edge.
Because, Lord Explosion Murder or whatever wasn't
I
enough.
love that guy. I love that guy.
I love that it went from King Explosion Murder. He was told that that was wrong. Do it again, and he just comes back with Lord Lord Murder.
I love that guy.
It's like saying my superhero name is Hitler, telling and then going that's wrong, try again, and then you coming back with I am Mecha Super Death Hitler.
Yeah, sound like a heavy battle name.
Was not the problem. And by the way, he is hating his internship.
I can't wait to see.
Of course he did.
I wouldn't mind if we literally spent just an entire episode with him because just seeing him frustrated is hilarious.
Okay, he was. And with the whole comb over with the hairstyle.
Yeah.
That was you.
Literally, in the latest episode, they showed his internship for no other reason than to have blue jeans just say, okay, this, and this happened, and this happened, and then just a pan over.
That's basically what that thing was. It was just to say what happened, and it's just to show him just all angry with the fucking come over.
Everyone is calm and cool and is like worried about, oh man, what's going on? And then you see him, he's got white eyes, angry, comb over. His grenades have turned into like arm bracelets. He got boots on, and he's just like, oh my god, when are we going to go and do stuff?
But the crazy thing about it is when he tried to interact with the kids. That was just nuts.
Oh my goodness, this is so bad. He can't do things. He can't do, and I can't wait for the next episode to see, because they're gonna show him. Dude, just like he's gonna have to do something so stupid.
Got something goofy that all to get his image out.
And I can't wait. But yeah, Dodoria is barely going to be shown in the next episode, which is good. We could use a break from Dodoria to show off everyone else. Very eager to see Gunhead in action because his name is Gunhead. So I'm very interested to see what he can do.
Oh, this gonna be cute.
I love that he's not a very serious kind of character. I love that. I love that he's not serious. He's kind of funny. He's kind of like he's just like, oh, are you talking to a boy? And he's blushing, and it's just like, your name is Gunhead. You have bullets all over your body. How are you this laid back? It's great. I love him. See, we have seen nothing from Froppy. I am convinced that Froppy joined the Navy.
More Froppy.
Did you even see the episode, boy?
I have not seen the episode, but I saw an episode previous where like people were in sailor suits and they were doing push-ups.
Yeah.
Dude, Froppy joined the Navy?
Boy, just watch that episode. Just watch that episode. You and I guarantee it'll all add up to you.
I am eager to see what Froppy's been doing because she's the only one we don't have any information on her internship. You know, we know that Kool-Aid Grape Kid is
A servant,
pretty much an indentured servant.
servants of midnight. That was hilarious.
And we see that the girl who can make matter and McGee. That one was for you, Chris. Are like models, superhero models. Dodoria is just pretty much training. Gravity, we haven't seen much for her, but she's pretty much, this is the basic one. That's exactly what you expect. And daddy issues,
He's having daddy issues.
Trying. He's trying. Okay, let's just say that daddy issues is trying and he's doing a good job. I'm assuming he needs to redesign his superhero costume now that he's using his fire half.
I hope so, because right now it's really plain.
His costume before,
like an ice cream.
his super suit before pretty much covered his left side, so he couldn't use it. It froze it, so he was unable to use it. So now that he's using it, I'm expecting maybe a redesign.
Hopefully, it's just the fact it doesn't seem that interesting, especially
No,
now
it's very
sides. It's like really basic.
It's very uninteresting. And considering that considering he has technically two quirks. He technically has two quirks.
You can say that, technically.
No, like when you think about it, he has a quirk from his mom and a quirk from his dad. But it's his own quirk, which I'm going to call bullshit. That is you guys getting away with giving him two.
Well, they said specifically that only one side was fire and only one side was ice.
Yeah, it's just like, you got...
Although, I will admit, it's basically two quirks.
It was a bit of a cop-out. It was a bit of a cop-out because they knew that, oh, guys, we wrote in the script that only new moves can have more than one quirk.
Then how the hell did he get the other? But
daddy issues it's his own quirk. Let's make it a plot.
His own quirk is plot convenience. I'm not gonna lie, I would love a self-aware character like that.
oh god,
I love him though. I love this character. I love what he is. And I love all the characters. I love them all. There are not many characters that I will say, no, that was a bad draft. I think you need to try again. There aren't many characters that I'll say that about. Even Grape, I kind of like. Wait, was that his name? Was that his superhero name?
Grape something, wasn't it?
I know he came up with something stupid because he wants to sell himself as like a cereal mascot.
He does look like a cereal mascot.
He does. He does, and with his head, like it's. I'm not gonna lie. I would try if he was like if the people at My Hero Academia decided to make a cereal, and it was like grape Cocoa Puffs. I'm
You
not
would
gonna lie.
try it.
I would try it. I would try it for no other reason than to just own the box because you know he's like on there. He's just on there putting his hair in a cereal bowl. The only downside that I've seen, there is a couple of things that I wonder about the new thing, and I'm sure Retro has all of the answers. And I'm going to tell him not to reveal them. But I do wonder about the principle of
The weird cat. No, no cat. He's like the weird dog
Mouse.
polar bear thingy.
guy. He's a mouse polar bear thing.
Yeah, like he's adorable.
He is so freaking cute. Like I swear, he's the principal and the mascot. He's got a weird slash on his eye. And him and All Might clearly have some kind of history. And I'm kind of thinking to myself, how did he get that scratch? Clearly he got into a fight. And he's just so nice, I can't see him doing it.
Maybe he's like maybe like his quirk works on so like you know how All Might basically changes form.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's something similar to that. Like he's cute and fluffy, and then he just turns into like a giant polar bear mouse monster.
Always reward the cuteness.
I feel like his quirk is persuasion.
No.
Leave that.
He shows up, he sits you down, he goes, "Would you like some tea? Have a seat." And then if you talk to, like, if you have like a conversation with him, he'll just like, "So, you want to stop killing people?"
He'd be like that person
so
from
cute.
Catch a Predator. He'd be like that guy from Catch a Predator.
He's just like, he's so cute, and his voice is just so calming that you're just like, man, I kind of don't want to kill these people anymore. He brings up a good point that would make the Cloud sad. And I don't want to see him cry. Like if I see that, I think I might start with him. Like I want to know his quirk. You know, we know
That's
most of the
pretty good.
team's quirks, and I kind of want to know his because we don't know it. But people are afraid of him. That might just be because he's a principal. But no, why is he so scary?
We'll find out.
There is something that we don't know. Another thing that I hope in the future is some more teachers. You know, we got Eraserhead, who's great. We got All Might, who's amazing. We got 13, who was there. She was there. But you know, we haven't really seen much more of the staff. They've showed up once or twice, but they haven't really done
anything.
Yeah. You know, You know,
I just want Gadget Girl back. That's all I want.
Gadget. I want her to come back. I definitely want her to come back.
I want her to replace fucking Gravity Girl's best girl. I prefer her. She's just so cute looking. She's
I'm not
so
gonna lie,
cute, just so full of energy.
I do prefer her over Gravity, but I kind of feel like that's because I've seen Gravity's character like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's nothing new. It's nothing new. We've seen her 1,000 times. She's a cookie cutter character for the main character to fawn over. You know? Give us some more character. Although she has moments of bad attitude
Oh,
when
yeah.
she went up against freaking Lord Explosion.
And you signifies like it's always going to happen. He's going to win. Like this was the whole like, oh, he's really, really determined and dangerous. But like she was badass there.
Like, oh my god, like, damn. Like, yeah, no, he's a great character. You know? And he's not an antagonist.
Yeah, he's just more. He's definitely more of a rival-based character, but he's not antagonistic.
And he's definitely a rival-based character, but he's the rival-based character you kind of want to see win.
Yeah.
Like a small part of you looks at him and goes, I would be totally okay with him. Like if we, like that's the best part about this show. You could swap anyone. Okay, almost anyone. And you would be like, yeah, okay, they're the main character now. They're the main character
It's
now.
like when we were like starting the whole games part, and you just have him, and he's just like, "I'm going to win." And just like, yes.
I loved his attitude. I hated it, but I love that was his attitude. He's just like, I just want everyone to know I'm going to win.
They're like, what the fuck? They're like,
And it's
Just
like a
like-
few episodes later where he's on the pedestal, chained up, screaming.
The pedestal. And just like, everyone in that stadium is just like, this son of a bitch, he won. And then they wait a minute. And they're just like, well, he's determined. I'll give him that. I respect him. I hate that he won, that arrogant son of a bitch. Damn if he didn't want it. Damn if he didn't want it. I actually would love to see another games, like another competition, now that Dodoria has a hold on his powers. You know, like before he wasn't even using his powers, barely.
Yeah, that's my issue with doing a game. Like, I feel like it become too predictable. Like, he'd get really far in it, whereas, like, the one we had, it was him barely doing anything because he couldn't risk it.
Yeah, and it's just like he got so freaking far without doing next to anything. You know? Like each round he was forced to use a little bit more of it. But like now that he can use all of it at once, now that he's learned a trick to not murder his body, he would be, a little more threatening.
Yeah.
Like he punched the hell out of Hero Killer. Dent in his cheek. Which was great. But yeah, no, like the villains are coming out of the woodwork and they're joining forces. So I wouldn't be surprised if the villains forced there to be some kind of Okay, I don't know what they're gonna go by because I haven't read the manga like someone, but if it happens, for some reason, I am picturing a. Okay, hold on. I gotta come up with a good name for this. I'm picturing a superhero team, and I'm thinking.
Go on.
We definitely need a superhero team. I'm just trying to think of a name that's both stupid, but at the same time gets the point across.
This will be baka.
Back.
Wait. If maybe Deku forms his own superhero team, his class, and he calls them. I honestly, Plus Ultra would be a great hero team name.
Oh,
I would
A1. I would laugh ahead of that. The team A1.
Just figure it out.
That's it. It's A1. It's the League of Villains versus A1. And then like Marvel fans are just like the A stands for Avengers. This is pretty much the anime version of the Justice League versus the Avengers.
Marvel's gonna sue you.
Retro, are you reading the manga right now?
What?
What is that in your hand?
This, my friend, is classified information.
What is it?
I think he's reading the anime version of 50 Shades of Grey.
I'd rather be dead. I'd rather die than watch that.
Let me see it.
Last time we got him to show up back on straight. Well, on
This is what you want to see? You want to see this?
I just want to see the cover. I just want to see the cover.
Something smacky.
You just throw it?
Yeah.
It's not
Yes.
safe for you, Chip.
I just
Hold on,
wanted
let me pick it up.
cover because I thought it was the manga. Silly me for thinking.
So you say you want to see this? This is what you want to see.
The cover. 'Cause I want to see what it is. What is?
Here, let me show you. Let me give you a page.
I'm dreading it.
It's gonna be slutty.
Wait for it.
Hold on, gotta make sure I hear you. Hear you good.
I'm pretty sure this is at least going to be considered the softcore porn. At the least.
For it.
I was right! I was right!
Yeah, but thankfully I can turn off his cam. No,
I was right!
no. Why can't I turn it off?
See, I can predict the future.
No, we know retro too well.
No, I can just predict the future. Shop.
This is what happened.
To be fair, I did.
That's
predict-
porn to Braxton.
That is what happens when you're curious.
Whatever.
Not to question him. I told you it was going to be softcore porn at the least.
I see.
Fair enough.
Oh, Braxton's porn because it's basically soft porn, but to him it's not soft porn. That's hard porn to him.
To Braxton, that's like the kinkiest shit you can find on the internet.
But no, serious, it's just this.
Okay, that was the cover. All right.
I wish I was wish I had the manga physically.
But you've read it, and you know all the secrets.
Mm-hmm. But I'm not completely finished with the manga.
Oh, so you don't know everything.
Not yet. I don't. Soon enough, I will. Once I get a lot of free time, I'm gonna continue looking at some manga.
Now I'd like to talk about, since we're on the topic of anime, There's a new anime that I started watching. It only has 3 episodes right now, as far as I know, called Night and Magic.
Light and Magic.
It's basically a fantasy-based anime, I'm guessing.
It is a fantasy-based anime. It starts off weird. It starts off in modern times where these guys are buying like the Gundam models.
Is this the
Yeah.
part where he finds out then when he was going home, they thought they sing a skull girl in their class about to get run over by a truck, and it's basically Konosaba because that's what it's starting to sound like.
No, but like they're buying like these model Gundam things, and they're knights, from like this thing that I don't understand because I didn't really read in too much into it because I was just trying to get a basic plot here, and I was waiting for it, and then they just went into a book, and then it just like transitions to a fantasy, and I'm just thinking, wait a minute, okay, so it's gonna be like 2 alternate universes. Nope. There's this guy in modern times that's like reincarnated as the prince in another universe. However, he wants. So in this universe, those models are real. This weird chapter book, I guess, and each episode is a chapter that's been illustrated, I guess. So it's this kid who wants to learn magic, who wants to drive, who wants to pilot a it's a night mech. And like they call it night mechs. They call it this thing, but like this kid is constantly calling it a robot and they're just looking at him weird. What the hell is a robot? Like no one came up with that concept, even though you have giant robots. No one. And they're fighting demon hordes, like demon beasts that like feed off of mana. And so do the robots. The robots are powered by mana. You need to be able to fight physically, have good physical fighting, the robot, and be able to use magic. So this kid is like a super prodigy, and he learned how to use he learned how to use some amazing magic. Designed a magic rod to use, so it's a gun and a sword that shoots magic.
Okay, where can I get one of those?
Right?
That looks like something that Squall. That's something that ripped off a Squall for Final Fantasy.
Like the weird thing is, this anime kind of takes inspiration from a lot of different animes.
Obviously, one of
It takes inspiration from like
Gundam.
on Titan, and you can clearly see it. Like, there's literally a moment where he's got 2 gun rods and he's using them to fly around. With like magically compressed air or some crap. You can see the inspiration of like Attack on Titan and like a little bit of Sword Art Online.
We will never talk about that ever again.
Sword Art Online.
The good part.
Owen, I will come to the UK and freaking slap you with a fish.
Okay, retro. While you hate Sword Art Online, you have to admit one thing.
What is it?
That Kirito is a badass.
Kirito gets out of it.
You have to admit that the scenery was pretty.
It was decent.
Let's ignore Kirito And just think about like
Never.
the world was actually like it. Yeah, it was nice. Well drawn. You know, for
I'm gonna
all
let
of
it slide just
that
this
you
once.
believe that it has.
I will let it slide just as once. The scenery was all right, but for Kirito, I turned my back to him.
Kirito is the best sword user in any anime ever.
Shut your mouth up, fanboy. Dang it.
But yeah, no, it's
I
like
don't know what you just said, Owen, but freaking my mic's
But
like
yeah.
a so I can't hear you.
but like this Prodigy kid has like redesigned how they do everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he redesigned the magic rod, and he's redesigning the night mech to do awesome crap. And he's doing all of this so he can build his own from scratch, which we haven't even gotten to yet. But apparently it's supposed to be this big badass thing that's in the opening, which I can't wait for us to finally build it and use it. You know? But it's on episode 3. I highly recommend watching it. It's interesting. It's a little slow moving once or two, like at times, but when it does finally get going, in like episode 1, very slow. Episode 2, when it gets going, it kind of skyrockets. It goes. It gets to a good pace. You know, and it's a good anime. I'm gonna keep watching it. It looks pretty good. Best friends who are like there's a subplot where I think they're gypsy kids, and like their dad wants to know the secrets that this kid is trying to unveil so he can sell it on the black market or some crap. I don't know.
Weird on my shit.
I don't know. There's definitely like they've already started introducing subplots. Like they're slowly showing off villain characters that aren't just demon bad guys.
Mm.
But yeah, no, it's a pretty good anime. Can anyone think of any news?
Let's see. I did.
Hello, Owen.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm here. Can you not hear me?
You cut out
No, we
there for a
can.
second. I
Yeah,
assume.
I was just gonna say, like yesterday, like last night on Judge Judy, she had a Yu-Gi-Oh! Kid. What happened last night? That was just hilarious. About like 2 group of guys came in, put one of them in the court case that one of them stole bits of his property and stuff like that. Didn't watch the rest of it because I went to bed at that time. Then early on today, found out a British entertainer, Bruce Forsyth, passed away at the age of 89. He did shows like Bruce's Price is Right. He did Strictly Come Dancing, was like the UK version to the American version, Dancing with the Stars. I think he did the Generation game, if I remember correctly. And there's and there's that new Sword Art Online game that's coming out soon as well.
Yes, the new Sword Art Online Gun World.
Yeah,
Oh god.
that looks like it's from season 2's gun arc.
Yes, and I kind of can't wait for it because that means I get a lightsaber.
Yeah, that was Kirito's main weapon all the way through that arc.
Mhm.
Part of that
But-
arc.
Yeah, the one thing I kind of like about the thing is that they actually you can actually create your own character instead of customizing the default character, that freaking protagonist. But it's good that you can actually create your actual character at least.
Yeah. You know that I would do is dual wield 2 lightsabers.
You just
like a badass.
I kind of just want the game just to try my best to replicate character and go, here's my character. I think Retro will love it.
If I catch you playing as Kirito, I guarantee you, we're going to be fighting all night long. I guarantee there's going to be a PvP. There's going to be a PvP.
Yeah.
You and my first victim.
I do like that you can. There's definitely more customizing when it comes to your character. I like that. Which is it's just nice to have. To be able to make a character. But I am telling you right now, want some VR.
That's coming in later in the future.
I want us to finally get some VR into this Sword Art Online.
Mm-hmm.
It demands it. The fans obviously want it. I mean, you put it on the PS4. Come on, people. The VR, people are talking. Like, man, it's just a fad, man. The VR is gonna die. No, we have Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online is the VR's bread and butter. Okay, bread and butter.
Oh, wait a minute. There's one thing I gotta say.
What?
Oh, it's just
I'm practice gamer. I'm a good idiot. And man.
You just couldn't.
No. That was part of the deal from Braxton, and I know he's watching it. So, Braxton, this is what happens when you don't atone to your bets.
He went to bed.
Yeah, I know, but he's gonna watch. Wait, how do you know if he's actually went to bed? He could be just watching it right now.
Because.
No, he stays up late. I know him.
Then apart from body wise, is pretty much a 5-year-old in each way, and 5-year-olds can pass off to sleep in like 10 minutes.
That would be amazing.
Sugar.
He needs
So-
it.
Continue.
He needs it. But that's about all we really got here. So
I can give you my review on Sonic Mania if you like, since I've completed it.
You're
Fair
making me
enough.
jealous.
a review of Sonic Mania.
A few of our subscribers have watched me play Sonic Mania on early hours Wednesday morning / Tuesday evening for you guys at the stateside.
America!
I actually finished in the Knuckles campaign, and I've unlocked Super Knuckles. Now I've unlocked Super Sonic, and I'm doing the Super Tails lineup as well. As well as I unlocked the secret mode.
Super Tails!
Yes, he doesn't have the full Birds of Death anymore. Yeah, they removed that because that was OP in Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic 3. Yeah, the old levels what they put in and then remade on the second acts are amazing. New stages, loving them, and the soundtrack. Mwah. Repay value is worth the amount of money, because if you do the original Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles bonus stages, you have to, if you can get all the rings and doing those bonus stages, you get gold medals. So if you get all 32 of them and all 32 silver ones, you unlock secret mode. and you only can use secret mode on the no save data section. So you get like you can play as Knuckles with Knuckles, or Knuckles with Sonic, or Knuckles with Tails. And you can unlock like secret endings for Knuckles and Tails, beating Sonic's hidden boss in the game, basically. And you can unlock debug mode, so basically you could do random crap and basically cheat, basically.
Basically.
Yes, it's just fun to do. I've seen people doing it. I haven't unlocked unbugged mode or bugged mode yet. I wanted to try that out when I do. For £15 for UK and about $20 for you guys in the States, it is worth the digital price to buy. I know PC players, you will have to wait until the end of the month. But when you do play the game, you're going to love the bosses, the Easter eggs. I'm not going to mention certain bosses because I don't want to spoil the surprise, because you might have not seen them in the stream, what points I went past. But when you do like the Knuckles storyline plot, you'll see some references to Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic 3 moments. And yeah.
And I eagerly await new Sonic games that will be coming out where I can make my Sonic OC character.
Finally, Steel the Hedgehog can be a proper character in the Sonic canon.
Oh, Jabba the Badger.
No, Steel the Hedgehog is my favorite. Nothing personal.
Oh, come on. You know the first thing everyone's got to do.
The Badger.
Sonichu.
Anything I actually really like from Sonic Mania is the local co-op multiplayer. It makes you feel like you're playing like the old Sega Genesis all over again.
Fabulous.
And I know that a certain person I could go, oh, I wish it was online multiplayer. Make it great for our times. Is it? People don't get it. It really gets on my nerves.
What's going on?
Life.
Yeah.
Oh no. You fuck life.
No, that's just wrong. That's just wrong.
When life gives you lemons, you screw with it and make lemonades.
I suppose.
I think we should all fuck life and embrace that one meme picture of the dolphin looking at the rainbow and it just says, I want to die.
You can't silence me, boy.
Why?
Because that is the best fucking image that is on internet. I want to die.
How about that smuggy cat you always use?
The smug cat's already a meme.
Exactly. You don't know what a dolphin is. I want to die. It's just, no, it's right.
It's amazing.
What
it's just looking,
have you
it's
been
just,
smoking?
This came from a source who's an internet personality who is suddenly became a lot more reasonable, and I like her a lot more now. And she just posted that on her Twitter, and it was the best thing I ever saw. Okay.
Not that video of that feminist saying I want some dick.
That wasn't a feminist. What you just did there was being insulting towards feminism. Do you hear that, women of the world?
That is very mean to Retro's girlfriend.
I will kill you, boy.
I will admit, though, that video was also the best thing ever. I want some dick.
On that note, starting with Chris, go ahead and give your outro.
Just remember, everyone, you are too busy being recluses on the internet watching four strangers talk online to fill out your evening. But that's not going to stop a slow, ever-reaching grasp of entropy that is going to take you away from this world, and you will rot.
And he's a Debbie Downer.
Better diva, though, as well.
Anywho, next.
I will not be silent. You're all going to die. And you wasted your time on this. I hope you enjoyed it.
Retro.
Yeah.
Retro.
It's your boy Retro Knight here, Yo-Yo Gamer here. This has been a crazy podcast, and also, Grand Blue, if you ever talk about that thing again, I guarantee you, I will tie you up to a freaking chair and make you watch Teen Titans Go for 24 hours.
Ooh, man.
Never.
I'll make you watch it.
You wouldn't dare because you have to sit there and make sure I watch it.
Oh, trust me. If I endured the freaking Emoji Movie, I can endure this.
Not if they make references to the Emoji Movie.
They're not. I know for a fact they are not.
All 50 Shades of Grey.
Eventually do it.
I will murder.
Anyway, next Yahweh.
Fun night, you guys. Let's do this again next week, and hopefully no one's not going to kill each other or cause any wars.
Oh, no, you didn't. You freaking didn't.
Anywho's, I'm the Grand Blue, the grandest of the blues, and I'm going to end this podcast the only way I know how.
With Captain Kirk with freaking Frosted Flakes.
Do I need to get the sword out?
This video was brought to you by Retro's feminist girlfriend, Kirito. Hashtag Kirito is... What's...
the...
Oh, I know. Kirito Senpai.